Hey everyone, it's Alta Maria Estrada, and I'm reshooting again because I realized I made a slight error. I I am giving away a free book, and let me just I have to add a website for my YouTube subscribers, so bear with me for a little bit. Um, Here we go, YouTube subscribers, for YouTube friends. Here we go. And I am streaming from Chicago in my living room. I unfortunately do not have a studio. Someday soon, I hope. Probably the last room in the house. So you may hear some background noise. Right now, you're hearing some kids walking by. Here we go. I'm also posting this to my Facebook group, Pen in the City. And Pen in the City is this amazing writing family where we support each other. So I'm letting them know I am on. And if not, they can catch it later. They're really awesome. A lot of them subscribe to my channel. So earlier I was on YouTube and I like to listen to the Neiman brothers, Dee and Nick, and they were offering really great advice about how to grow your audience and whatnot. And somebody asked a question, what do you do about giveaways? And I have been doing giveaways on Twitter for every 1,000 followers. So I thought, hey, what the heck? How about if I do a giveaway every 100 subscribers? But apparently, there's like a lot of rules that are involved, and I was following the rules. The issue that I thought about, and then something one of them raised is like, well, do you want people to come to your channel because they want to read your books, or do you want them to come on your channel because you're giving stuff away? And I was like, oh, huh, because I'm not monetizing off my channel. I wanted to promote my books, promote the books of my friends, other independent writers, and I do give away books in general to everybody. And I think as a gift, whenever I get to like 100 or 200 or 300, I'll create something new or give away something, but that's going to be available to everyone. So it's not really like a contest, but hopefully, people will come on because they want to see my reviews or hear my interviews. And so that's what the point of this channel is about. My channel, of course, is called Radical Books and Politics. And I've been reviewing books primarily by independent writers, but also by writers I really enjoy, like Adrian J. Walker, or I recently did a review of Margaret Atwood. But today I'm celebrating my first 50 subscribers. And like I really am new to this. I thought that, oh, it's going to be easy to get YouTube subscribers because I'm going to pin my channel on Twitter and all these other forums, and it's not easy. Like right now, I'm at 61, and I think I got 3 new subscribers. Thank you guys, because I was on this chat room trying to learn more about YouTubing, which is it takes work and it takes time. But I am gifting all of you, whether you're a subscriber, a visitor, or a fan, this awesome story called The Not So Magical Day, and you can see this amazing cover so you can get some of that glare out. This is another installment of La Bruja in the Orchard series, and this is about Mona, who is now 15 years old, and her rival, Sally, who she studies magic with. And Mona is an apprentice to a witch who she named Ama, and Sally is an apprentice to La Muerte. And La Muerte is a personification of death, except death in this case is very compassionate. So I wanted to read some of it for you. It's available on Smashwords. And if you guys are thinking about a platform to give away free books on, Smashwords is actually pretty great because you don't have to pay to post your book, and it's a lot easier to give books away to independent and international readers than it is on Amazon. On Amazon, there are more restrictions, and so I found that, for example, if I want to give a book away to somebody from England, it's a lot harder. So I recommend that you do use Smashwords. So I thought I beat the glare. I learned today that the way you get rid of glare is to make the light higher. But if I angle my face like this, you can't see glare anymore. What? Okay, so let me read you part of A Not So Magical Day. And so earlier I was live streaming and I was reading the wrong version. So I was like, start over. So A Not So Magical Day. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is I wanted to say thank you to Preeti, who is Jay Mehta's wife. And Preeti did a really great job of copy editing it. And then PC Darkliff, who's another author, they he also gave it some really good feedback, and he's like a really great person to consult on occult issues. And since this is a work of magical realism and has magic, he caught a few little things here and there, and so I was really grateful to him. And also Sharon, Thank you for your support and for reading my story because I didn't hire an editor for this one because it was free, but I think they did a great job. So thank you guys. All right. So a not so magical day. Mona glared at the back of Sally's golden ponytail. She scoffed when Sally was able to make her potion turn a vibrant green, while she just had a pale color. Ama, Mona's mentor clapped her hands in delight. You see, Mona? You just have to focus. God damn it. Why does she always get high praise? Mona tried to focus again and chanted in the old tongue. Her beaker of dishwater color began to glow and she smiled slightly. Then it turned a dirty gray. Sally laughed, her tinkly laugh, and in one motion, Mona swept the beakers against the wall. Amma frowned and went to get the broom and dustpan. Wow, said Sally, stifling a laugh. It's not a big deal. You just need to practice. Before Mona could lunge at her, La Muerte rested a hand on Mona's shoulder. Humility, she said with compassion in her eyes. Sorry, that's my cat. Yo. My cat likes to scratch everything. Humility, she said with compassion in her eyes. Mona looked back at La Muerte and wondered for the 100th time if she could switch teachers. Reading her mind once again, Amma said, Stop being so dramatic, Mona. The gift is strong in you. You just need to focus. Yeah, yeah. Now clean this mess up. La Muerte and I are going on an errand to Oaxaca. When I come back, you both better have the spell mastered, or else no movies this Saturday. Sally groaned, casting an accusatory look of her own. Say Anything would be playing at the drive-in in a couple of days, and for once, Mona wanted to watch a popular movie. It was 1989, and new films were not the well-crafted works she would watch as a kid. Her affinity for movies was inspired by a deep love of science fiction her brother Pancho instilled for classics like Star Wars. This movie showed promise. Mona thought about the young female protagonist in the movie and how ideal she was with her cropped hair and cute button nose. Pretty, just like Sally. At 15, Sally could have starred in her own Hollywood film, but Mona wasn't even worthy of an after school special. Sally had all the trendy mall clothes, a perfect figure with full breasts. Mona, who was a few weeks older, was 4 inches shorter, with uncontrollable long black hair and a sad, flat chest. She wore simple garb like her ama. To her mortification, La Muerte was wearing black stylish cuts of clothes, mostly to shut up Sally's criticism. Sally, who couldn't be seen in public next to those old lady clothes. Mona picked up a few large shards as La Muerte grasped the only remnant of her previous outfit, an enveloping black shawl that she wrapped around Ama, and without explanation, they vanished, as Mona marveled at the cutoffs and pitch black Converse La Muerte sported. You could have said goodbye, Mona said to empty air. The slap, slap, slap of Sally's new sandals moved Mona to clean up the wet mess. Sally grabbed the ugly red broom from Sears and made slow, sweeping motions. Mona breathed out. You missed a bunch of spots. Your mess. Sally shrugged and moved to the stove. Mona noticed Sally's waist was more defined. She stared down at her own torso. She was skinny, but the kids at school were not wrong to call her a palo, a straight stick meant for hitting nasty dogs. Can I have a cup? Already doing it, said Sally. You need to calm down, or neither one of us is going to see the damn movie. Mona blinked a couple of times while Sally vanished and materialized. Mona stared at the heavy mug she carried. Sally was an apprentice of time, and she had used her gift to speed up the tea making process. I wish you could do the same with us learning the spell. Yeah, said Sally, me too, but rules are rules. When it came to learning new spells, speeding time forward wasn't helpful. The process of magic needed to be methodical and paced, but Mona was taking too long. She knew it. What irked her was the ease with which Sally learned everything. She was even speaking fluent Spanish and the ancient tongue without moving time. They had been apprentices together to their respective matrons for the last 6 years. Mona had been alone with her ama since she was 5 and did not welcome the new collaboration with Sally, but each needed to learn from the other. Only recently were they allowed to explore the large book of spells. They were supposed to learn them responsibly and with good intentions, but Sally usually learned for selfish reasons. Last week, she had turned her eyes green and gone blind for 2 days. So hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the book. And the foe comes in really early on, and the girls have to figure out how to fight, basically, and to survive. And so, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I also have another book coming out, Wolf Trek, which is a charity piece. Well, not a charity piece. The money from that book is going to my good friend Jay Mehta and his wife Preeti, because Jay suffered a third stroke over the holiday break. And that's going to be $1.99 on Amazon, probably. So I hope you'll enjoy that. That is a different book than La Bruja. It does have elements of magical realism, but it has to do with a post apocalyptic setting in the Southwest where a werewolf virus is basically decimating the human population. And there's a little boy who is, again, a rival to his brother, and they are basically vying for the approval of their father, who is his master werewolf hunter. And so I actually struggled, and I want to thank my editor Aditya for helping me out with that. Ajita Deshmukh is my editor, and he does a wonderful job. But it took me a long time to finish it. I actually finished going over it yesterday, and when I did, I was like, "What? I finished! Yeah, the novella's done." Or novelette, I guess it's not really a novella, novelette. It's at 100 pages. It'll probably be longer once the book is produced, and that will be also available in print and in Kindle, not just Kindle like my free books are, which is still pretty amazing. So I hope you like this episode or this vlog. Trying to learn my terminology. I hope you like this vlog. If you have any recommendations for a genre for the next freebie, I'd be happy to take those. The only genre I don't write in is smut, but I'll even give romance a try. I do write in science fiction and literary fiction, young adult fiction, horror even. Of course, did I mention sci-fi? But you let me know. I'll probably post another vlog where I call for genres for your next freebie, which won't be for a bit, but I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, I also want to give one more thanks to Angela Vujic for producing this amazing cover. You'll see more of her work because she'll be doing the covers for my next books and my novel that is coming out this summer, the Harvested. So I'm excited because she's doing a great job. Look at that, just amazing. So I hope you're having a great day. Whenever I close out a blog, I say, do what you love, read as many books as you can, and write on.